And once again, we'd like to welcome you to the campus of McDonald County High School for the final pool play matchup of the day for the Lady Cougars. This matchup pits them against the Cassville Lady Wildcats. This will be the last match before bracket play begins. I don't know exactly when that'll begin, but we will definitely find out eventually. And starting off the match, serving for Cassville will be number 22, Avery Crane. Crane will send that one over. That's picked up by Messina. Collin will set to Lauren Yukina. She'll send that back and out. And Cassville will get the first point of the match. A good read by the Lady Wildcat back row to let that one sail. Score is now 1-0. And Crane sends it over. Griesemer, Collin. And that will be sent over by Yukina. The dig shanked by Crane off of the hit from Yukina. And Lauren Yukina will get the first point of the match for the Lady Cougars. And now Ava Messina will step up and send it over. That drops in between Shariah Seymour and Haley Rourke for the ace. College Heights now leading 2-1. Ava Messina will step up and send it over again. She'll send it over. That's picked up by Seymour. Set by Crane. Goes to number 13, Emerson Grossman. And she'll get the kill, tying it up at 2. Going to the service line will be number 2, Josie Keevan. She will send this one over. That's picked up by Griesemer. Collin setting outside. Lauren Yukina getting another kill. Her second of the match already. Putting College Heights up 3-2 and sending our setter Maddie Collin to the service line. Collin will step up and send it over. That's picked up by Grossman. Free ball by Grossman. Picked up by Griesemer. Collin will set Yukina. That is dug by Crane. Bump set by Parnell. Sent over. Griesemer. Collin. Yukina tries to send it over the net. With the backhand hit, she won't be able to. And that will put the libero, Landry Parnell, at the service line. She will serve, looking to give Cassville the lead. It's picked up by Yukina. Collin setting outside. Addie Lawrence with a hard hit, sending that ball flying out of the gym doors, getting the kill. And early on, leaving her mark on the match. College Heights leading by a score of 4-3. And now Lauren Yukina will go back to serve for the Lady Cougars. She'll step up and put it in play. A line drive. Great pass by Parnell. Set by Crane. Goes to Seymour. And Seymour will get the kill. And she will add to her reportedly record-setting total of kills this year. From what I've heard, she has broken the Cassville school single-season kills record. I think she is somewhere in the high 330s now, maybe 340s. Last I knew, I think she was at 333, but I think that was in her at some point during the middle of her last game, but I don't know. Anyway, College Heights now leads by 1. Woodford will send that over. Set by Crane, and Seymour is blocked at the net by Addie Lawrence. Marley Woodford will step back to serve. College Heights leading by 2. Woodford sends that over. A line drive picked up by Seymour. Set from Crane goes right back to Seymour. A wide outside set. Seymour angles it perfectly, keeps it inside, keeps it between the antennas, Antennae? Oh, pardon me. And gets the kill. Seymour will step back to serve. She'll send that one over a line drive. Hard-driven serve picked up by Messina. Set from Collin, goes to Lawrence, and a great dig by Seymour. Seymour coming from the back row. Goes into the net with that. And now Addie Lawrence will step back to serve for College Heights. Lady Cougars lead by 2 here in the first set. Lawrence steps up and sends this one over a line drive. A neck-grazing serve picked up by Cassville. On the tip by Pasley Burbridge. Will drop for a kill. Lead is now 1 for the Lady Cougars, and serving for Cassville will be Madison Halterman. She'll step up and send it over. That's picked up by Messina. Collin will set outside. Griesemer blocked at the net. She'll tip it back over. Recovered by Crane. Sent over by Halterman, and Burbridge pushes it over. And Halterman to Crane. Crane dumps the ball, and that will drop for a kill. Score is now tied at 7 with Halterman serving for Cassville, looking to give them the lead. Serve from Halterman, makes it over the net and just too far out. College Heights will reclaim the lead, and Lindsay Griesemer will go back to serve for the Lady Cougars. Griesemer will step up and serve. That one goes too deep, and it's in! I misread the ball. I thought that was going to go out, but it dropped right on the service line. Lindsay Griesemer with a brilliantly placed serve. Pinpoint accuracy for the ace. Griesemer picked up by someone on Cassville. That'll be sent over by Grossman. Lawrence sends it over from the back row. That's picked up by Seymour. Crane will set Grossman. She'll tip it over. Dug by Lawrence. Collin will go outside. Yukonaw tips it over and out. And the lead is back down to 1. Now Avery Crane will step back to serve. And a rotation change will take... Never mind. Yukonaw will pick up the serve. Collin will bump set. Yukonaw sends it over. Picked up by Grossman. Set from Crane. Goes to Burbridge. And that'll be a kill for Burbridge as Griesemer shanks the dig. And now coming into the match for Cassville, a rotation change taking place. Number 3, Haley Rourke will enter the match for number 15, Dulce Rivera. Serve from Crane. Messina. Collin sets Yukonaw. Great dig by Crane. Seymour. That'll be sent over by Parnell. And Landry Parnell gets the kill from the back row. And that'll give Cassville the lead. They lead 10-9, and that'll put Crane back at the service line. Crane sends it over. It's picked up by Messina. Collin going outside. Yukonaw tipped at the net by Burbridge. Bump set from Parnell. And the back row attack from Seymour will drop out of bounds, and we're tied once again at 10. And we're back at the top of the order with Ava Messina serving for the Lady Cougars. She'll send it over. That is shanked by Rourke, and that'll be an ace for Ava Messina to give College Heights the lead once again. She'll step up and put it in play. A line drive picked up by Parnell, set from Crane. And the free ball from Rourke will drop out of bounds, and the lead swells to 2 for the Lady Cougars. Messina going back to the service line once again. Messina will send that one into the net. Lead is back down to 1. Rotation change. Burbridge comes out. Keevan comes in. Keevan steps up and sends this one over. A good serve picked up by Yukonaw. Collins sets right back outside. Yukonaw down the line. And that will find the deep left corner and drop for the kill. Lauren Yukina extends the lead to 2 for College Heights, and now Maddie Collin will go back to serve. Collin will serve. That is picked up by Keevan, and rising up for the kill is Shariah Seymour. She continues to add to her total and dominate on the front row. And another hard-driven hit shanked by Addie Lawrence will result in the kill. That'll be set from Collin. Lawrence tips it over, and a great read by the back row to let that one drop, and we're tied at 13. Both Lawrence and Seymour have been hitting the ball hard all night, all match, even though this match has been short. Speaking of hitting the ball hard, Addie Lawrence with another thunderbolting kill to put College Heights up by 1. That'll put Yukina at the service line. Yukina steps up, sends it over. That is picked up by Seymour. Lawrence, Yukina. Lawrence will send it over. That's picked up by Parnell. Crane going outside, looking for Seymour again. She'll tip it over. Messina with the dig. Collin bump sets. Lawrence will send that one over. That's picked up by Crane. Bump set from Parnell. Once again, they go to Seymour. And third time's the charm as she rises up and slams the ball down for another kill. Rotation change will take place. Dulce Rivera comes in to serve. Haley Rourke will go back to the bench. Rivera will send it over. That's picked up by Messina. Collin will go outside. Lawrence blocked at the net by Halterman. And that'll be another kill for Cassville, putting them up by 1. Shanked by Addie Lawrence. Or maybe Woodford, I don't know. I didn't see that correctly. Rivera sends it over. Yukina picks it up. Collin sets Lawrence. And that one will sail out. Lead swells to 2 for the Lady Wildcats. Rivera will step back to serve once again. She'll send this one over and out. Good read by Yukina to let that one sail. And now Marley Woodford will go back to serve as Libby Fanning enters the match to play the front row for the libero Ava Messina. Woodford sends that one over. That's picked up by Parnell. Set by Crane. Goes to Seymour. Great dig by Woodford, waiting right there on the hit. Collin sets Lawrence. That's dug by Seymour, and she will tool the block and get the kill. Shariah Seymour continuing her front row dominance. Meanwhile, Josie Keevan will go to the bench as Pasley Burbridge will come into the match. Seymour stepping back to serve. She'll put it in play. A line drive, neck-grazing serve dug by Griesemer. Collin will set Lawrence. That is picked up by Seymour. Set from Crane goes to Burbridge. And that is out. Lawrence will step back, looking to serve and tie the set at 17 for College Heights. Addie Lawrence sends it over. That's shanked and recovered and free-balled by Parnell. Set from Collin goes to Griesemer. And a free point for College Heights as Cassville was in the net, and now we're tied at 17. Nonetheless, Lindsay Griesemer with a fantastic hit. Addie Lawrence sends it over. Her serve grazing the net. And that'll be a double hit on Crane. And an ace for Addie Lawrence to put College Heights up by 1. Score is 18-17. Lawrence stepping up. Another line drive. Dug by Seymour. Set from Crane. Will go to Halterman. That's dug by Collin. Messina. Bump sets. Griesemer will tip it over. That's picked up by Rivera. And Crane, her tip, blocked by Griesemer. Cassville sends it over. Lawrence, Collin, Griesemer, and Burbridge to Rivera. Rivera will try to free ball it over. She won't be able to, and after a long, hard-fought rally from both teams, College Heights will emerge victorious. And that will draw a timeout from Coach Klein and Cassville as she would like to have a talk with her team. And coming out of the timeout, Addie Lawrence will step back to serve. College Heights leading by 2. She'll send that one into the net. Lead is cut down to 1. And now Madison Halterman will step back to serve for Cassville, looking to tie the set at 19 apiece. Halterman will serve. That's picked up by Messina. Collin dumps it over. Rivera right there waiting on it. Crane will set to Grossman. It is recovered by Cassville. They'll send it over. Griesemer tips it over. And now Grossman will send it over again. Tipped over by Collin. A battle at the net. And Griesemer will tip the overpass and get the kill. Lindsay Griesemer using her quick jumping ability to jump up and send the overpass back to Cassville's court. It'll drop for a kill, and Griesemer will go to the service line with College Heights leading 20-18 here in the first set. Griesemer sends that over. That's picked up by Rivera. Crane sets Grossman, and a great dig by Griesemer. Collin dumps it over. Picked up by Parnell. Crane sets middle to Burbridge. And now Crane will go back row to Seymour. And if there's anyone you want to go to when you need a kill, it's Jariah Seymour of Cassville. Whether she's in the front row or the back row, she can get it from just about anywhere. And she will cut the lead down to 1. And that'll send Avery Crane to the service line for Cassville, looking to tie. Back at the top of the service rotation again. Yukonaw sends that one down the line and out, and we're tied at 20. And now Avery Crane will step back to serve again. She'll send this one over. Messina, Collin, going up to Yukonaw. She'll send it over. That's picked up by Parnell. Set from Crane, going to Grossman, and Grossman, a hard hit to the deep left corner, and that'll drop for a kill. Cassville leads by 1. Crane will go back to the service line, looking to build the lead. Crane sends it over. Griesemer. Collin sets Lawrence from the back row. That's picked up by Parnell. Crane. Parnell sends it over. Dug by Messina. Collin setting Yukonaw, and that will drop out, and a great read by Avery Crane to let that one fall out of bounds. Lead is up to 2 for Cassville, and that'll draw a timeout from Coach Collin, and she'll talk with her team over a few things. Coming out of the timeout, Crane will serve with Cassville leading by 2. Messina. Collin dumps it over, and great hustle by Cassville to keep it alive. Crane sends it over. Messina. Collin setting outside. Yukonaw blocked at the net by Burbridge. And the lead swells to 3 for Cassville. Crane will serve again. That one, a short serve picked up by Messina. Collin bump sets. Griesemer tipped at the net, kept alive. That'll be sent over by Parnell. Messina sets Yukon. That'll be picked up by Seymour. Crane going to Grossman, and a great dig by Lawrence. Colin going back row to Lawrence. He'll send that one over. That's picked up by Seymour. Crane will set Seymour from the back row, and that'll drop for a kill. Shariah Seymour off the set from Avery Crane. And I believe now Avery Crane just broke Cassville's school assist record for a single season. It's a great thing when you have an outside hitter and a setter both break school records on the same day. Two phenomenal players are Shariah Seymour and Avery Crane. They've proven to be phenomenal. And that will end the first set as College Heights hits it out, and that will conclude the first set. Cassville taking it 25-20 and taking a 1-0 lead on the match. And coming out of the intermission to start the second set, Ava Messina will be serving for College Heights. She'll step up and send this one over. That is picked up by Parnell, set from Crane. And that'll be a double hit on Crane to give College Heights the first point of the second set. And Messina will go back to serve again. Messina will step back to serve. She sends it over. Rivera with a tight pass into the net, and that'll be an ace from Messina. She will step up and send it over. That's picked up by Seymour. Set from Crane. Goes to Grossman. That'll fly out, and College Heights out to a quick 3-0 lead here in the second set. Messina steps up and sends it over. That's picked up by Rivera. Crane sets Grossman. That is blocked at the net, and a great dig by Messina. Yukon sets Colin. Rivera Crane. Free ball by Parnell. Lawrence. Collin right back to Lawrence from the back row. Dug by Seymour. Crane goes outside. Grossman goes into the net. And College Heights now leads 4-0 here in the opening stages of the second set. Ava Messina sends it over. That's picked up by Seymour. Crane going outside. Grossman dug by Griesemer. Collin going outside. Yukina, that's dug by Rivera. Seymour tipped over by Burbridge. Collin will set to Lawrence in the back row. She'll go into the net, and that'll be Cassville's first point of the second set. Rotation change as Rivera comes out and Rourke comes in. Crane will serve for Cassville. That's picked up by Griesemer. Collin going outside. Yukina blocked at the net. And that will drop. The free ball from Cassville will drop in the corner. I don't believe words can adequately describe what happened during that rally. Those were amazing reflexes and a very accurate free ball. That's all I can say about that. Crane, and that'll be sent over by Grossman. And that one was outside the antenna. Lead swells to 3 for College Heights. Maddie Collin will step back to serve. Collin steps up and sends it over. A brilliantly placed serve and an ace for Maddie Collin. Collin will step back to serve again. She'll send that over. That's picked up by Seymour. Crane sets behind her head. Grossman dug by Griesemer. Collin will set Yukina from the back row. Picked up by Parnell. Crane sets Grossman, and that will go into the net, and the lead swells to 5. And that'll draw a timeout quickly from Coach Brianna Klein and the Cassville Lady Wildcats. Coming out of the timeout, College Heights leading by a score of 7-2. Maddie Collin will serve for the Lady Cougars. She'll send this one over. That is picked up by Rourke. Set from Crane, back row to Seymour. Great dig from Collin. Messina sends it over. A great free ball. Set from Crane going to Grossman, and that is out. And an excellent rally from the Lady Cougars. Ava Messina running towards the bench, angling that free ball perfectly and getting it over the net. Score is 8-2 in favor of College Heights. Collins sends it over. That's picked up by Seymour. Set from Crane. Goes back to Burbridge. Maybe not Burbridge. Yeah, that was Burbridge. Set from Crane. Going to Grossman, and Grossman tips it over and gets the kill. That'll cut the lead down to 5. Burbridge will step out of the match. Keevan will take her place, and Keevan will serve for Cassville. Keevan will send it over. That is picked up by Griesemer. Collin sets Lawrence, and that'll be a kill for Addie Lawrence. Lead is back up to 6, and that'll send Lauren Yukina to the service line for College Heights. Yukina sends it over. That's picked up by Parnell. Set from Crane. Goes to Seymour. That one finds the deep left corner, and that'll drop for a kill. Seymour cuts the lead down to 5. And that'll put the libero, Landry Parnell, at the service line. Parnell sends it over. That is picked up by Griesemer, Collin, and Lawrence blocked at the net. They're still able to get it over. Seymour, Crane, right back to Seymour, and she'll tool the block from Woodford and get another kill. And sending it over will be Parnell, and she'll pick up an ace. And College Heights' lead has been cut in half. Score is now 9-6 in the Lady Cougars' favor. Parnell will serve. She'll send that over. That's picked up by Griesemer. Overpass picked up by Keevan. Set from Crane, going to Seymour. Messina shanks the dig. And Seymour gets yet another kill, and Cassville has come storming back to cut the lead down to 2. Griesemer picks it up. Collins sets Lawrence, and Hattie Lawrence. That hit had some curve to it as it was angled toward the right side of the floor. Lawrence placed it perfectly and got the kill. That'll send Marley Woodford to the service line. She'll send it over. That is picked up by Keevan. Set from Crane, going to Seymour, and she tips it over. Brilliant placement from the senior. And she'll get yet another kill. Rivera comes in and enters the match for Rourke. And Rivera will go back to serve. She'll send it over. That's picked up by Griesemer. Collin sets Lawrence, and Lawrence will rise up, and it'll be returned by Sarcoxy. Collin sets Lawrence, and that'll be out. Lawrence sends it out of bounds, and that'll cut the lead down to 1. That'll send Rivera back to the service line, looking to tie the set at 10 points apiece. Dukedaw, the overpass, recovered, sent over by Collin. That'll be set to Seymour, and Seymour will get the kill and tie the set at 10 points apiece. Served by Rivera, picked up by Dukedaw. Collin will set outside. Addie Lawrence will go into the net, and Cassville takes an 11-10 lead here in the second set. And now serving will be Rivera. Dukedaw picks it up. Collin will set outside. Griesemer. And the set from Crane will go to Seymour. She'll tip it over. That's shanked by Collin, recovered by Griesemer, and that'll be another kill for Shariah Seymour. Lead is up to 2 for Cassville. Scores 12-10 in the Lady Wildcats' favor, and Rivera will serve again. This is picked up by Griesemer. Collin sets behind her head. Lawrence blocked at the net by Halterman, and that'll be another kill for Shariah Seymour, pushing the lead to 3. And drawing another timeout from Coach Collin in College Heights. And she'll have another talk with her team and try to make a few adjustments. And coming out of the timeout, Rivera will serve. That's picked up by Messina. Collin will set outside. Griesemer will tool the block and get the kill, and that'll put Lawrence at the service line for College Heights. Lawrence will serve. That is picked up. Set from Crane to Seymour, and she tips it over again and gets yet another kill. Pasley Burbridge will re-enter the match. Josie Keevan will step out. Serving for Cassville will be number 10, Shariah Seymour. She'll send this over. That's picked up by Yukina. Collin dumps it over. And a kill for Maddie Collin off the setter dump, and the lead is back down to 2. Griesemer will step up to serve. She'll send it over. And Seymour from the back row off the bump set from Parnell. Messina, Collin, and Lauren Yukina will tool the block and get the kill. And now Griesemer will step back to serve, looking to tie the set at 14 for College Heights. She'll send it over. That is picked up by Parnell, set from Crane. Parnell will play it over. A high hit, picked up by Messina. Collin going outside. Yukina. And Cassville, great hustle. They'll try to recover it, but they won't be able to send it over. And now we're tied at 14. Lindsay Griesemer will step back to serve. She'll send this one over. That is picked up by Rivera. And the set from Crane will go to Halterman. Lawrence in the back row, picked up by Parnell. Tipped by Burbridge, recovered by College Heights. Rivera, Parnell, Halterman will tip it over. Collin, Messina with the bump set. Yukina tips it over. That's picked up by Burbridge. Parnell, and the hit from the back row from Seymour, and she picks up another kill and gives Cassville the lead back. Scores 15-14 in the Lady Wildcats' favor. Serve from Halterman, picked up by Messina. Collins setting outside. Yukina, she'll go into the net, and the lead swells to 2. Halterman will step back to the service line for Cassville. She'll step up and put it in play. A line drive picked up by Yukina. Collin will dump it over. Tipped by Grossman. Fanning. Collin. Back row to Lawrence. Dug by Seymour. Crane behind her head. Grossman tools the block and gets the kill to push the lead to 3. Serving for Cassville again will be Madison Halterman. She'll put the ball in the air, and that one will sail out. A good read by Messina to let that one drop. And that'll send Messina to the service line as Woodford enters the match, and Fanning will go to the bench. Messina will step up and send it over. That is picked up by Parnell. Set from Crane, goes to Burbridge. Tipped by Woodford, and that'll drop in College Heights court for a kill. Pasley Burbridge picks up another one. Dulce Rivera will exit the match. Haley Rourke will take her place. And Crane will go to the service line for Cassville. Griesemer picks that up. Collins sets to Yukina. Her hit dug by Seymour. Crane setting Burbridge. And Burbridge sends it just too far. And that'll be a point for College Heights, and Maddie Collin will step back to serve for the Lady Cougars. Collin sends it over. That's picked up by Seymour. Crane sets Grossman, and that is in for a kill by Emerson Grossman. Burbridge will step out of the match for Cassville. Keevan will step in, and she will serve. Lead is 3. Scores 19-16 in favor of Cassville. Griesemer, Collin outside. Lawrence picked up by Keevan. Lawrence sends the overpass over and just too far. Lead swells to 4 for Cassville. And now sending it over will be Kevin. That's picked up by Messina. And that'll be an ace for Josie Kevin as the lead swells to 5. And that'll draw a timeout from Coach Collin. And she'll have a short talk with her team to make one final push to try to gain the lead and win this set. And that serve is sent over by Kevin coming out of the timeout. Griezmer picks it up. Collins sets Lawrence. That is picked up by Parnell. Set from Crane will go to Seymour. Blocked at the net by Woodford. Griezmer will pick it up. Collins will go to Lawrence, and she'll send that one back. Shanked by Kevin, and that'll be a kill for Addie Lawrence. And now Lauren Yukonov will go to the service line for College Heights. Yukonov sends that one into the net, and the lead is back up to 5 for Cassville. And now serving for Cassville will be number 28, Landry Parnell. Messina, Collin. Lawrence will send that one over. That's picked up by Parnell. Crane sets Grossman, I believe that is. That's not Grossman. That's, wouldn't you know it, it's Shariah Seymour again rising up and getting the kill. And Collin will set Lawrence. She'll send it over and get the kill. Addie Lawrence gets a kill to cut the lead down to 5, and that'll put Marley Woodford at the service line. Woodford steps up and sends it over. That's picked up by Kevin. And the set from Crane goes to Seymour. It's picked up by Lawrence. Collin goes right back to Lawrence, and that is in. Addie Lawrence getting another kill, cutting the lead down to 4. Score is 23-19 in favor of Cassville. Marley Woodford picked up by Kevin. Set from Crane goes to Seymour, and she winds up and sends that ball flying over the net and dropping in the deep left corner for a kill. Rotation change as Rivera comes in. Rourke steps out, and now Rivera will come in and serve. Cassville at set point, or match point actually, leading 24-19. Yukonov, Collin sets Lawrence, and that will find its way into the left corner for a kill. Just dropped on the service line. Lead is down to 4, and Lawrence will go back to the service line, seeing if College Heights can make one last push to win this set. Lawrence will send this one over. That's picked up by Kevin. Set from Crane, going to Seymour. She'll tip it over. Yukonov tries to get under it and pancake it, but she won't be able to. And that will do it for the second set and the match. Cassville winning both sets by scores of 25-20. And after this game, I don't know exactly when it'll start. We are scheduled to start bracket play at 1:30, but it is already 2:10 right now. I just realized that it is not as early. It feels way earlier than it actually is. So since we are running a little bit, not a little bit, quite a bit late, I would assume that bracket play will not start for a while. However, that will be up to the tournament directors. So I will be finding out that information, and you guys will find out when bracket play starts, when the next live stream begins. So we will be seeing you later at an undetermined time. As always, we thank you for tuning in. I'm Curtis Davenport, and we'll